Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 15 online game. Today we had the Saints and the 49ers, a pivotal Week 10 matchup between two teams who aren't doing as good as we thought they would be doing. I believe they're both 4-4 at this point, and they both really need this win to get their season on track. Probably the Niners more than the Saints, considering the Saints are in the crappy NFC South as we take a deep shot for Kenny Stills on second down and 9, and Stills is wide open downfield. I wasn't throwing the Graham or Cook in that play, but I saw Stills just completely burn someone, so I'm like, hey, you're that open. I just needed Drew Brees to make that throw. Honestly, his deep throw accuracy is kind of off in Madden 15, so I just had to hope and pray it was going to be good, and it was, so we end up getting that touchdown. But yeah, back to this whole thing here. The Niners playing in a tough NFC West. You know, and just in the NFC in general, you probably need 10 wins to get a wild card this year in the NFC. And the Niners, they're going to need to get on track like ASAP. Again, you know, on the road in the Superdome against the Saints. That would be a good way to start to get a W here. Is he runs this counter for the second time. I saw it coming both times. It's just that I got stuck in some random defenders both time, trying to set up the defense. But I mean, usually when people come out of that formation, I usually assume it's a counter, and it was. I just wasn't able to stop it. And eventually, you know, he's able to move the ball downfield, play action, finding a receiver in the end zone there, and getting the touchdown and tying the game back up quickly there. So, you know, 2 scores real quick, and then check this out. Tavares Cadet, I believe his name is. I did not even mean to return that one, man. I accidentally hit a spin move, and this dude, so I had to take it out once I hit the spin move. I was out the goal line, so I'm like, oh crap. I'm going to try to bring this back to the 20. I was brought back to the other 20-yard line as we're trying to bully our way through there with Mark Ingram. They're down on 5 coming up, and we find Colston in the middle of the field. He tried to stop it with his D lineman, but that there was no match for Colston. As first down, he sends the heat, but we find Mark Ingram. But yeah, the Niners, they need this game, but the Saints not so much. They play in a really crappy division. It's probably gonna, you know, an 8-8 record could probably win the NFC South with how bad the Niners are playing, and then of course the Falcons and the Bucks are just god awful this year. Of course, the Falcons decimated by injuries. The Bucks are, I don't know what they're doing exactly. As third down and goal comes up, 3 rushes in a row against the Niners defense on the goal line. We just went mano to mano with them, and eventually we were able to punch it in with Mark Ingram. Obviously, this is a banged up Niners D that is lacking Navarro Bowman, Alden Smith. I don't think Patrick Willis is in this game, so you know, we're going to try to take advantage of that. As second down 10 comes up, I'm looking at that fullback. He threw it there earlier, and then he tries throwing the slant, and we should have had the pick there. Instead, third down 10. Kaepernick a second chance to make something happen, and Kaepernick is taking off, trying to get the first, but not able to get it on 4th down and 2. My opponent goes for it here, 4th and short, not a bad decision, and he's able to run a game with Kaepernick, and his offense was basically run out the pocket with Kaepernick and draw defenders down, like draw a yellow zone or light blue zone down and throw it to the guy who came. As you see there, we just flew in for the run. I assumed it was run, and I assumed correctly. I didn't get the tackle over Carr, but I was able to open up a lane for someone else. But third down and 5, you see what I'm saying? He's just rolling out the pocket and getting it. And it's easier said than done stopping that thing. You see here, we're more prepared to stop the counter. I just got pancaked the hell out of there. As I think it was Vaccaro I had, or someone just got straight up like killed. The second down 6 coming up. Once again, he's got the time here. But this time he gets sacked, and oh, we could have had that fumble recovery. That would have been nice instead. Third down 9 in field goal range. He gets to keep this one. We're on that fullback play. Like I said earlier, on that fullback, he got it one time, but he's not going to get it anymore, all right? So 4th down 9, he kicks the field goal here. Maybe could have missed it with Dawson. I was hoping he would have missed it with Dawson, but he's able to get it with some life to spare with his new Madden 15 kicking meter. As we lateral it to Brandon Cooks, that was on purpose. I was trying to get Brandon Cooks the ball any way possible, because this little rookie is one little fast, agile man. So I'm going to get him his touches. And this is the 3rd touch in a row for Cooks, and this one might be a touchdown. Brandon Cooks taking it all the way to the 34-yard line. We had the screen pass, but we had a built-in slant just in case I didn't want to throw the screen, which I didn't because Cooks was wide open. So I took him for a first and then some. As the 2-minute warning, under a minute left here. We're going to try to make this the last drive of the first half. I don't know why I didn't throw it to Colston, but I found a wide open Mark Ingram, but unfortunately he ran out of bounds there. So that could have easily been a touchdown if Ingram has some awareness. Instead, he just ran out of bounds there. So we didn't get that. And then the next play, we don't get much. Third down 9 coming up, trying to cash in a touchdown. And there's that little man, Brandon Cooks, making it a 2-possession game with 32 seconds left before before half here, and we're just going to try to lock up. He has all 3 timeouts with, what, a little under 30 seconds left, so he has some time to try to make something happen. The screen is not open, but Kaepernick has time, even though he throws the screen, and he's throwing it deep, and Kenny Vaccaro gets the pick. He just took a shot for Michael Crabtree, which wasn't the worst decision in the world, but wasn't the best one either, because now we had 20 seconds to try to take a shot of our own downfield. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. We're calling some play action, and the pressure coming. Someone comes in practically unblocked there, and I panicked there. I saw Cooks. I just wasn't able to process that Cooks was RB, and I hit X, and I ended up throwing it to Colston, which was an okay shot. It ended up being an interception. Wasn't the worst thing in the world with a few seconds left, but Cooks was open there. As you see here, he's just taking his Hail Mary shots before half, and we're able to come up with the interception, thankfully. So, that's all locked up. But he does get ball coming out of half to start this third quarter, which he badly needs to try to get back into this game. Any score makes it a 1-possession game for him, unless he gets a safety, which is not going to happen after he gets this play. Once again, like I said, this dude offense, just roll out the pocket, draw defenders down, reroute people, do whatever he can, just like backyard football style. It's not really any, play calling that he's doing. It's just, whatever he's doing, once Kaepernick rolls out the pocket and all this stuff. People making up their own routes out here, which, like I said, it's easier, harder to stop than you might think, man. That stuff is just just the Madden cheese out there, and here you see he's rerouting his running back like 3 or 4 times until he eventually gets open. And one of the problems is I have no idea how to put a defender in a contain, man. I really don't know. I feel stupid for not knowing how to do it, but I just don't know. And you see there, it looked like he was trying to pitch it back, and he almost fumbled because of it. Next play, he calls play action here, and he ends up getting the touchdown. I don't know what 24 was doing. That dude was just standing around and took like a horrible angle. 2-point conversion coming up once again. Backyard football style, but Kaepernick fumbles it. We're able to pick up the fumble recovery, but I don't want to pick up the fumble recovery then. I want to pick it up now with the fullback, and look at the fullback go. Look at Lorig. Oh, man, can he take it all the way? Almost to the 35-yard line. A muffed return there by Tavares Cadet, or just Cadet. I don't know what his first name is. And the fullback picked it up with a head of steam, man. That dude was going places. And what a wacky sequence of plays here. Now we're at the goal line, and we find Jimmy Graham. Obviously, when you're playing with the Saints, you want to get Jimmy Graham his touches, especially in the red zone. And we're able to find him there for the touchdown. And just when he made it back to a 1-possession game, we extend the lead back to 12 points. So, just really weird there. I don't know how it happened, but we're thankful for it. And the second time, we're able to get a big return on special teams. You see Kaepernick. A defender was coming at Cap. He just ran to the offensive lineman for some reason. As you see, he runs the screen pass again. I know it's coming. It's just, I just can't get past these blockers, man. So he's actually able to get 4 yards at the play. With this counter, I sniffed out. And you saw there, Frank Gore gets injured. And he's actually out for the rest of the game. And now Carlos Hyde is in. And Hyde's not able to get the pick. And Harleson's able to get it instead. And Harleson's got to outrun Kaepernick to try to get this touchdown. Kaepernick tracks him down from behind. But just a fancy play call there by him. Remember earlier, he tried pitching and wasn't able to do it. That time he was. I don't know why he did it. It wasn't really good since Harlison was there anyways to stop Hyde. But Hyde didn't even get the ball. And now it's 3rd down and goal because of it. I was looking at Graham there. Probably should have looked at Colston. And I just do the smart thing. Once I saw Graham wasn't open, I took the sack. I wasn't going to risk throwing an interception at the goal line there when I had a chance to make it a 14-point game, So as just playing smart football, being up with the lead and stuff like that, we have that luxury. We're down 10 points or whatever. I'm forcing it in the end zone to Jimmy Graham to see what I could do, see if he can make some sort of jump ball things go on. So now in the fourth quarter, he's still got time. He needs to get downfield though, and he needs to get a touchdown. A 3rd down and 3. He has absolutely nothing. He just chucks it up, and it's almost intercepted. You see Kaepernick only 7 passes completed. He might need to complete an 8-1 here, and he does. Might have been able to take off too, but we sent our entire team at Kaepernick. That left 2 people open in the middle of the field. I think he was trying to throw it to the receiver, but Kendall Hunter intercepted it as we get face catched by the fullback, which is realistic, as the new set of downs comes up here, and he throws an interception. So just when he had that going for himself, he was moving the ball downfield. He wasn't killing too much clock. Now here comes Patrick Robinson trying to make this return, still on his feet, and eventually being brought down by Vernon Davis. We almost got the touchdown there. But next play, we are getting the touchdown to Jimmy Graham on the flea flicker. You see Graham celebrating the end zone there, and we burn him. He tried playing the run there, and that's just the magic of the flea flicker. We got him that time. time. And you see, he tries to do that same pitch again, and now he's just giving up all hope on life. Like, I don't even know what play this is. It's just not working. So what are we going to do? Half-back pass to Jimmy Graham, who skies up for it and gets it. Mark Ingram was throwing that one to the stands, and Jimmy Graham just hauled it in like the beast he is, and he gets his third touchdown of the game. This second half has been my opponent just goofing and Jimmy Graham taking over on offense. And you see, he comes out in a flea flicker of his own. He actually gets it. I knew it was a flea flicker. I just played it pretty badly. I don't know why. And you see here, we sent him, what, like 4 or 5 people. No one comes through in the amount of time I need them to, and that leaves Carlos Hyde wide open one-on-one with Vaccaro, who wasn't able to handle him. Next play, he comes out flea flicker again, but this time the pressure shuts that down. So 2:57 left. This game is pretty much over at this point. So you know, I don't know about you guys, but I think the Niners can make the playoffs. I think both these teams are making the playoffs. But regardless of the outcome of this game, I think both teams can make it, you know? Especially once Navarro Bowman comes back, even though he will be, you know, coming off an ACL injury in less than 12 months off. And you see there, I accidentally challenged that. I didn't mean to. I just hit, I was trying to pass commit. I don't know if you guys have that same thing. That happens to me all the time, man. I try pass committing on a play, and I end up, like, challenging him. Like, I didn't mean to do that. Thankfully, we're not, you know, timeouts aren't a necessity for us. But yeah, I think both these teams can make the playoffs, man. I think the Niners can pull it through, and I think, you know, the Saints can win a pretty weak NFC South. But we'll see how it goes. If the Niners lose this game, then they're in big-time trouble. Because obviously, the Seahawks and or Cardinals, whichever team doesn't win the NFC West, they're going to be in prime position for one of those wildcard spots. And then, of course, the Niners are going to be battling with teams like the Packers, the Lions, whichever team doesn't win the North. Then you got the NFC East with the Cowboys and Eagles. So, that, like I said, I think it's going to be 10 wins needed to win the NFC second wildcard spot. And it's going to be a big dogfight, man. The Lions, they're known for choking. The Cowboys are known for choking. But those teams look really good this year, man. The Cowboys offense, the Lions defense, they look really good. And it looks like, you know, it can carry them to the playoffs. But it's going to be at the expense of one of the premier teams in the NFC. And we just don't know which one it may be. Or they might just choke it away again. Who knows? You see second down and 10. Could have been a pick there, but Cap overthrows it to bail him out there. Third down 10. Obviously, like I said, this game is pretty much over here. He's just trying to get a touchdown for pride's sake because we bait him with Vaccaro, but we dropped a pick, bringing up a 4th down and 10. And at this point, I'm just experimenting with random plays here. And I sound like, what, 6 people there? He brings in Blaine Gabbert into the game, and Gabbert's able to get the first down. This Saints defense is just not able to contain a quarterback, period. As Gabbert actually got, like, what, a 20-yard gain on that play, so... You know, the NFC is going to be very interesting from here on out. Of course, the Lions play the Packers in Week 17. The Eagles play the Cowboys twice. The Seahawks and the Niners play like 2 times in 3 weeks. So it's going to be a great few weeks, man. I'm dying out here, man. I need to end this commentary. I'm like, my throat is dying, man. I tried to do this commentary like 3 times, and for some reason my GarageBand kept on shutting off, so I'm dying here. I apologize for the fact that I sound like I'm practically dead, but thankfully this is the last play of the game so I can get out of here. So leave a like in the video if you can enjoy it. Subscribe if you enjoyed this game. Subscribe for more Madden 15 all-on games, and I'll catch you guys next time.